What's up, you guys? Welcome back to It's Your Girls K Chronicles. We running, we running, we running.
Honey, yeah.
Stumbling, crumbling, said we get it. Oh, yeah. It's your girl K. Inspired. Beyond inspired. Yeah. I personally have never been exposed to this type of discrimination before. Listen, I remember this was back in March 2018 when I first started looking for CNA jobs in in Southeast Florida. And I've actually never been discriminated upon in a job. So I was like, do I really want to be in the healthcare field? All of this for a job interview? Are you serious? So let's just say I was the only melanated one in the room. I had applied for a hospital here. And it's a well-known hospital, okay? I applied for a hospital here for a CNA position with the thoughts of me wanting to do an LPN nursing program eventually. So, I was looking at something that's going to be kind of flexible when I do start. And I remember putting out my resume, and I ended up getting a phone call. It was an Indeed resume. And I ended up getting a phone call, and they was doing a mass hiring event. But when I got there, it was only seven of us, 7 different aides applying for. It was a step down unit. I forget exactly what it was for, but it was a step down unit in the hospital. And it was 7 of us, and I was only melanated one. So, mind you, they were doing interviews in the open. So, it wasn't like a 101 type thing. So, the nurse was on, but I listen, I fear no one. I looked at all of them that were nurses in the room. Y'all started somewhere. So, I don't really get intimidated by that. So, I did really well in my interviews. We interviewed for step down, ICU, and med surge. And I ended up getting favor from 2 of them. It was the med surge CNA and the step down unit, and I really wanted to do the step down unit because the patient to aide ratio was a lot more favorable, and I wanted to get on a day shift. And the med surge CNA position they only have a night shift, so I went with that one. That left 4 of us that wanted to go to the step down unit as a CNA. And girl, I was the 3rd person out of 4. The first 2 ladies, she shook their hands, stood up, greeted them. Okay? Stood up. I ain't even got to talk about skin color. Like I said, I was only melanated one in now. And there were no other ethnicities in the room besides Caucasian and one melanated princess. But she stood up, greeted them with a big old smile, gave them a handshake. And I heard her answer them questions about how much experience they have, what values can they bring to her floor, because she was the manager over that unit. She was a charge nurse, and she was interviewing us. And what qualities and things like that. Girl, when she got to me, I reached out. I saw her shake the other 2 ladies' hands before me. I reached out to shake her hand, y'all. I can't make this up. This lady told me she was sick. She said, "Oh, I'm so sorry, but I cannot shake your hand because I'm sick. I don't feel well." "Oh, you sick now? Okay." I really brushed it off. I didn't care. She looked at my resume. She told me I had a really good resume. She didn't ask me one question about how I could be of a good help to her unit. Do you want to know what kind of questions? I can't make this up. This lady asked me, how many kids do I have? I should have not even answered and entertained her at that point. But, I really wanted the job. Because I was trying to get into the hospital here. How old are my kids? She asked me if I had help or if I was a single mother. Was my kid's father still in their life? I swear I can't make this up. Then she asked me where I see myself in 5 years. I said, hopefully doing a bridge program. She said, what you mean? I said, well, in the next year and a half, even though it took me like a year and a half to get into this program. We ain't talking about that though. She was in the next year to year and a half. I told her I want to start an LPN program. She told me that she think being that I'm a single mother, I should not be interested in doing an LPN program. I should just, stay a CNA until my kids get out of my house. Yes, she did. She said, because you're a single mom and, the odds are kind of stacked against you. Little did she know, fast forward, your girl is 3 months away from this program, being done with this program. Single mothers do it all the time, regardless if the father is in their life or not. And she was just so discouraged. And she was like, I don't think you should do LPN. No way, because we don't hire LPNs. Why I just seen a hiring for LPN at that same hospital last week? Yo, the discrimination was loud and just open. So after all of that, she never, when I think about it, she never asked me any questions about my work ethic. She never asked me any questions regarding prior work experience. She never asked me any of that. She never asked me any questions about what I feel I could bring to her unit, what skills I could bring to her unit. She never asked me any of that. So the next girl got up behind me and she went to shake her hand, and she said, "Oh, no, I don't want to shake your hand. I just heard you tell her that you were sick." And she said, "Oh, no, it's fine. We can shake hands." She was like, "Oh, no, I'd rather not shake your hand." That's what the girl behind me told her. She would not shake her hand, okay? And I was just like, yo, this don't make no sense. So I already knew I didn't get the job. And I was so surprised. Y'all, not girl, because there probably some gentlemen that's watching this video too. Y'all, I was really surprised to find out that they called me and offered me a position. I quickly turned that down. I was not about to work with this trick. She was not about to be over me and putting me in jeopardy and giving me, no. I went ahead and kindly thanked them for the opportunity, and I went ahead and found work somewhere else, and that's where I have been at for the last year and a half, working as a med tech for an assisted living facility. If any of you guys have faced this type of discrimination, not even on the workplace, y'all, this is in an interview. If you guys have faced discrimination just open out in the public, they didn't even try to hide it. If y'all ever face any type of discrimination like this, let me know in the comments below. It's funny. It's funny to me, honestly. That was then. And I even, like, about 6 to 8 months later, they emailed me again. And it was actually from, because it was med-surg, step down, and I can't remember what the third one was, but that third one ended up reaching out to me because they remembered that I interviewed so well. They offered me, wanted to know if I was available, but the time that they offered, I had already then started the other job, and I knew I wanted to start school. It just wouldn't work with my school hours, but you guys, ain't nobody got time for that. But anyways, I'm wishing you guys a prosperous week. Peace, love, and joy. Go out there and chase your dreams. Don't let nobody stop you, including you. Sometimes we be in our way. Move aside, step out, step on faith. I had to. Man, but anyways, I love y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Please comment, like, subscribe to your girl. Join the family and stay tuned.
It gets better.